Hey, this is Cheeks in the Philippines. Thanks for stopping by. If you subscribe to the channel, thank you. Thank you for subscribing and watching. If you hadn't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers within the next couple months and move on up from there. But today I want to talk to you about cost of living for me in the Philippines. So let's get at it. Philippines, just basically living here. I've been here 10 years now, and it's gone up quite a bit since I first got here. When I first got here, I was living on $500 a month. Now I was single at the time, didn't have any kids, didn't own any property, didn't even own a motorcycle. But this is what I spend per month now. Now I have a house that I own in Calapan, which is paid for. But I also rent a place here in Puerto Galera. I did that when COVID started because there was so much COVID in Calapan. So I came here to Puerto Galera and I just love it. So we've been here since COVID for well, about 2 years now. But I spend 25,000 pesos a month on rent, which is about 510 US dollars. And I've got a video on that, what you get for 25K a month, so you can check that out. Between both locations, I spend about 10,000 pesos a month on electricity, which is about $205. For water, I spend, again, for both locations, 1,000 pesos, which is around $20. For my internet, I spend 3,000 pesos, which is about $61, but I get really good internet here in Puerto Galera. The best I've got in 10 years, so I'm getting right at, and I know this is not fast for the rest of the world, but for the Philippines it's fast. I'm getting about 40 Mbps. Salaries for my workers, I always improving stuff at my house, or having shelves built or something like that, or bookcases. So that I spend about 10,000 pesos a month, which is about $205. Our feeding program, where we feed the hungry children here in the Philippines, I spend about 2,500 pesos a month, which is about $51. Gasoline for my truck, my tuk-tuk, and my boat, I spend about 10,000 pesos a month, which is around $204. I had 3 pigs, and we just killed 2. We killed the 2 boys. I've got 1 girl that's pregnant, so we didn't kill her. And I've got 1 small dog that I bought my daughter. So for food for them was 1,000 pesos a month, which is, like I said, about $20. But that's gonna go down because I got 2 less pigs now. Our big expense is food, which is about 30,000 pesos a month. I mean, that's about $600. That's very expensive for the Philippines. I mean, you can eat a whole lot less, but we eat good. Particularly here in Puerto Galera, they've got a supermarket called Godiva, where you can get a lot of foods for expats. You can get Swedish meatballs. They got burritos that I put in the microwave. Just a lot of good stuff. The real Doritos. A lot of stuff imported from America. So we eat a lot of American food. But if we ate Filipino food, I mean, we've definitely cut that number in half. So my total is about 92,000 pesos, around $1,880. But I could cut that. I could cut a lot out. I could not rent this place, which would save me $510 a month. Just stay in our place in Calapan now because they kind of got COVID under control. But I really like it here. I got my boat here. I mean, we're right on the water. I could cut my electric in half, my water in half. I'd have to keep the internet. The salary for the workers, I'd cut that in half. We've got to keep the feeding program. I'm going to have gas from vehicles. And so, you know, I could probably cut out 45,000 pesos a month or so. I mean, so I could easily live on $1,000 a month. And that's me, my wife. I've got 4 kids, but my oldest son has a job, so he supports himself. So we could all live on $1,000 a month because our house is paid for. If not, you know, we'd have to rent something. But thought I'd just give you that update. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, keep looking up. God's watching. He loves you. I'll see you next time.